The state cannot force them out. That's what advocates are telling family members of adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. It follows our report that the state is decommissioning homes where disabled adults have lived for years.
They're trying to do it all under the rug.
Becky Moss worries where her daughter would live if she had to leave a state-run community home. Kelly Harper is partially paralyzed and unable to speak. She's lived in the state home, which has round-the-clock medical care, ever since the state closed Clover Bottom nearly 10 years ago.
And it's not right to push out the older ones that this is all they've known for years and years and years. It's just not right.
Becky thought her daughter was being forced out after getting this letter from the Department of Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities. It said the state is decommissioning the homes and would help adults transition into private or home-based care.
When I read the letter, I have the same impression that many of the people who received the letter have.
Zoe Jamail is with Disability Rights Tennessee, which advocates for those with disabilities.
Part of our concern is that a lot of these families or conservators feel like they don't have a choice.
After our questions, the state sent a statement saying no one is being evicted from their homes. It said they are trying to create capacity for children with complex medical needs, and they're just asking current adult residents to consider alternative placements.
It's absolutely reasonable to be concerned about forced moves based on the language of the letter.
Disability Rights Tennessee immediately responded by sending letters of its own to people with loved ones in the community homes. In bold, it states, "You are under no obligation to move your loved one out of the state-operated homes."
The advice that we gave in the letter that we sent to families was that they do have choice.
The Department of Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities will not do an on-camera interview, but said 9 children are currently in the homes, which have nearly 150 beds statewide. It has no target date for when all the homes will be filled with children.
What we're hearing from the state is that the plan is to eventually convert all of these homes into beds for young people in DCS custody.
The state said it wants to use the homes for children waiting for long-term foster placements who are in DCS custody and who have no other place to stay other than a hospital. It said adults have more private options available. What have you been told?
18 to 22 months, and they will all be gone. Not just her house, all of them.
Becky Moss and other families tell us they've been told privately by state officials their loved ones will eventually have to move. She's glad the state is now publicly saying they can stay and appreciates the support from advocacy groups.
We do not have to disrupt the housing and service provision for one population in order to serve the other.
After our first report, family members said they were told by state workers everything was on hold. They say that's good news. They just hope things don't change. We will keep watching. Ben Hall, News Channel 5 investigates.